движения самих работников и крестьян. И вот, чтобы навсегда спасти трудящихся от гнета помещиков и капиталистов, от восстановления их власти надо создать великую Красную Армию труда. Она будет непобедима, если в ней будет трудовая дисциплина.
As for Orwell's book, I think it's an extremely important book. I think, in fact, the best book he wrote, in my opinion. But it gives, as he makes very clear, it gives a kind of a skewed picture of of what was happening. He didn't write really about the Civil War. He wrote, there were really two aspects to what's called the Civil War, quite different ones. The first was from the beginning, 1936 to May 1937, and the main theme then was the Popular Revolution. There was an invasion by Franco, but there was also from Morocco, but there was a popular revolution throughout Spain, mainly anarchist, Catalonia, Andalusia, almost everywhere, Aragon, and that lasted for about a year. And that's the part that Orwell describes. He was there, and he was then wounded and went back to England. And it ended with what are called the May Days, which Orwell does describe. It's May 1937, when the main popular revolution was crushed. It was crushed by a combination of forces. In the lead were the communists, who hated it, and they were supported by the fascists, and they were supported by the liberal democracies. So the three major groupings that were involved, communists, fascists, Nazis, and Italian fascists, and the liberal democracies were sort of on the side watching and marginally participating. They all wanted to get rid of the anarchist revolution. They all hated it. And it was only when the revolution was crushed that they turned to the secondary task of fighting each other and seeing who would pick up the spoils. And that's what we call the Civil War. But it really takes place after the crushing of the popular revolution.